So hello everyone. Uh, this is just going to be a very short video on EA. What I would be doing in this is I am going from monthly all the way to probably 1 hour 45 minutes, and I would be explaining what each time frame is, showing me, and how can we build up a story going over all of these time frames. I usually send these kind of videos in my premium channel, but I think I should share a few ones in the main channel as well. Alright, so starting from the monthly, we have to identify what price is actually showing us. Alright, so first thing first, we have to identify where price is at the moment. And if you notice, we are in an order block, and besides that we have some fair value gap right here as well. Alright, so price has tapped within this fair value gap, and it has shown a good rejection from this area right here. Alright, so if you notice, we have some head and shoulder pattern as well. So this was probably a line of liquidity. The breakout traders from this area would be looking for a short position as soon as price retested. Maybe they would have, considering how I would have traded retail, they would have shorted this position right here. So, this shows that the majority is selling from this level right here. So I would be considering taking position against that. All right. So two things. One thing is tap in fair value gap right here. Just a second. All right. So one thing is that it tapped within the fair value gap, and second thing is that the liquidity, which would be present above these highs, etc. So yeah. So let me just mark it my directional bias right here. So this was the last low actually, which got stop hunted by this. This was able to break structure. This was able to leave fair value gap right here, and we see some sort of inducement as well. So if you have viewed my previous post about identification of a good order block, then all of these three criteria meet in here. All right. So now going down to the weekly time frame. All right. So on weekly time frame, if we draw our range, we are still trading below the premium range. Like we have some fair value gap right here. All right, and we are possibly making another inverted head and shoulder. So uh, this specific time frame isn't really showing me anything, but if we just go to daily time frame, we might be able to see something more clearer. This period gap right here, possibly these equal highs right here. So all right, so we have two things to consider as these two things can drive price to the upside. All right, and considering the monthly time frame, we are already bullish. All right, so on daily time frame, what are we actually seeing? First thing, we are seeing a market structure shift. All right, the price broke this structure. All right, in here, if you notice, this was an order block. All right, it came to the upside. It left some fair value gap. It took out these lows right here. It did some sort of weak high right here, weak low. Sorry, the price came back, mitigated this order block, and went up. So this order block right here has took out previous low. This has left imbalance. This has broke structure. So price is still within the range of this order block right here. All right. So this order block has took liquidity. This is inducement. All right. So these were similar things which we were seeing on weekly. Yeah, weekly. Another thing I need to mention is that this were a retail trend line. All right, and this was the wave which took it out. This was the area which took out this trend line liquidity, and we previously discussed about that inducement and mitigation of this order block. So uh, two ways through two ways we are seeing this order block as a valid one. All right, so there is a chance that this price will reject to the upside, because this order block by two ways is a very strong one. All right, so now moving down, we'll just mark this up, the range of that. All right, so moving down to 4 hour. All right, 4 hour. Now in here, I we actually have not seen a structure shift yet. This was the last low, this was the last high, the price broke the last low. So this is the last low and this is the last high. All right, now in here, the concept of PDOAs comes, like if I mark my range right here, you'll notice that the price has violated this variable gap. Like if the order flow was really bearish right here, then it would have respected that. If not, it has violated that mitigation block. It has violated that variable gap, and with this momentum, I probably will think that the price will violate that as well. But that's just anticipation. At the moment, we haven't seen a structure shift yet, so we are still bullish at the moment, bearish at the moment. Now, any other things we need to see? Yeah, there's nothing much actually. So moving down to the 1 hour. All right. So if you notice, yeah, this was the high. The price took it out, tapped within this order block right here. It broke structure. All right, and left some favorable gap in this wave. This is the favorable gap right here. So there is a chance that price might react to this, all right, and drop down. And where exactly we would be on? Where exactly? Just a second. All right. So we would be expecting a drop right here from this area to. We'll just move to the lower time frame. Same thing in here. This was the last order block which took out these lows right here. All right. It came down, it mitigated this order block right here, it went up, it left some very gap right here. All right, so I would consider this right here as an inducement, and if we draw our trading range, this is this right here is still in the discount range. All right, and even if we draw, if price is able to get upside to this level right here, we would still be in the discount range. So my anticipation is that there are two possible things price can do. That. So one thing is that it can go up right here, taps in that, and for that our target would be this order block right here, which we can refine. Yes. Alright, so this can be our order block right here, and from here we can possibly see some further long setups. Yeah, till here. Yes. Uh, I mean, if price doesn't taps within this and falls in here, we can use this zone as our entry and this point as our exit point. And if price taps into this and we see some confirmation on lower time frame, then we can use this as our target and this is our entry. So yeah, this was how I am doing top line analysis on each of the pair, and this is one of them. And I've explained you how I look at the markets. In this one, I specifically did that on EA. So I hope you took some value of it. And yeah, thank you for watching.